Mean X bar chart, which is a modified approach to the computation of control limits for X bar and R charts. So basically the objectives here is to make a comparison.
Now the first assumption is that all pairs of errors terms, which is residuals, are uncorrelated and independent, which we can detect by using Dubin-Wexler. The second assumption is the variance of error is constant, which can be tested from the plot of residual versus the fitted values. And the third assumption is the errors are not.
My presentation today entitled Application of Non-Standard Finite Methods, non-standard discretization methods to non-linear Gaussian problem. My name is Mohammad Saleh, and my colleagues Ahmad Izani, Ahmad Ismail, and currently is a dean at Mathematical Science at USM. Okay, finite discretization methods and the Gaussian problems, and then I will go to non-standard finite discretization, and then numerical experiment, and then lastly
Suryati and essentially Suryati. In this paper, we study the multinomial model for European option pricing, and we take construction multinomial option pricing with pseudo-inverse matrix as the title of this paper. In this paper, we study the multinomial model for European option pricing theory using least square strategy, in particular for call option as a kind of derivative securities. We use a pseudo-inverse matrix to obtain pseudo probability or risk neutral probability. We find in this research that the risk neutral probability from Cox, Rubinstein, Ross and Rubinstein in binomial model include in our pseudo probability. In Cox, Ross and Rubinstein in binomial model option pricing, there is two possibility of stock change, stock price change. In multinomial option pricing, there is more general than two, that is that are m possibility stock price to change. Here we introduce to you the definition that strategy P is tied to x f1 hedge for x greater than 0 if for any omega there is such condition. So the price of this model is here. In multinomial option pricing, we have pseudo probability or risk neutral probability like this, and this probability include the Cox, Ross and Rubinstein probability. And our work continue to limiting cases, that is about continuous time, and we have for trinomial we have coefficient.
It's about prediction height rate. It's a chemical engineering problem, and it's about prediction height rate temperature. It's a chemical engineering problem, and it's about hydrate formation, temperature estimation. First, what is hydrate? Maybe you have the environment here is mathematical. Hydrates are some IC compounds. They are formed in gas pipelines. In gas pipelines, these IC compounds are formed, and they cause the pipeline, the pipeline to be
Binomial regression for modeling count data. So the outline of my presentation is, I'll start with introduction, followed by some discussion on inverse trinomial distribution and its properties. Then inverse trinomial regression model, estimation methods used, and followed by application and conclusion. Okay, we know that usually we use Poisson model to model count data under assumption that mean and variance are the same. But if we have to consider the variation caused by the explanatory variable, then we use Poisson regression model. So, however, for data where they don't have the characteristic of mean equals to variance, then alternative models such as negative binomial regression model, generalized Poisson regression model, and Poisson inverse Gaussian bigger than the Poisson model can accommodate. That means the variance is bigger than the mean. So inverse trinomial, the
stock exchange, yeah, in Kuala Lumpur. So I will talk about Jakarta Stock Exchange, because in Jakarta we have a Jakarta Stock Exchange. Maybe you can visit the website here, GSX.GOIV. You will see there's something interesting here. That's in Jakarta Stock Exchange introduced a new version of option. Maybe I don't know here. That's in Kuala Lumpur, Jakarta Stock Exchange trade. Kuala Lumpur Stock Exchange trade option. Yeah, trade option. Option is a derivative of the stock. Something you can use underlying asset is stock. Usually, so we said stock option, something like that. I try to introduce first what is option. Actually is a contract. Give the right to buy or to sell certain stock with certain price in certain period of time. Because as we know, there's the price of stock, something like that. So this time t is 0. So if we want to buy stock here, it's been very maybe expensive here. So if we buy here and then sell here, we was very lucky because the stock is getting increased very fast. So if we want to buy stock here, we have to want to get certain price here. We said maybe K here. If you want to buy at time t with the certain price, so here we have problem. Who will guarantee that the price in that at that time t is K? So there is a contract that gives the owner right to buy in that price, although the actually price in the market is here ST. So what happened here? So you should be paid to the writer or to the seller certain money in that time. Should give you right and the time to buy stock in that price, not this price. So this is. But the problem, how much money should be you give to the writer or to the seller of the option? As in the maybe insurance, if something happen in the future, you can claim and you got money or claim, but you should pay certain money at the beginning of the contract. It's the same idea in the insurance. So we call premium of the option.